Majiabang culture is a Chinese Neolithic culture that existed at the mouth of the Yangtze River, primarily around the Tai Lake near Shanghai and north of Hangzhou Bay. The culture spread throughout southern Jiangsu and northern Zhejiang from around 5000 BC to 3300 BC. Today, we come to Majiabang Culture Museum. Let's learn more about Majiabang culture and enjoy this trip. Except the preface hall, the whole exhibition is divided into 4 parts. The discovery of Majiabang culture, life of Majiabang people, and the prosperity and continuation of Majiabang culture in Jiangxing. The preface hall tells us about the origin of Jiangnan culture. The Yangtze River Delta is a main part of Jiangnan region. The emergence of Majiabang culture represents the official opening of human history, so Majiabang culture can be called the origin of Jiangnan culture. The first part is called the discovery of Majiabang culture. It has got its name because of the site of Majiabang in Jiangxing. Over the past 70 years, more than 100 similar sites have been found. They are scattered around the Yangtze River in the north, across Tiantong River in the south. In the spring of 1959, Majiabang site in Nanhu district was discovered and it was first excavated in March. The second part is about the life of Majiabang people. It is estimated that the average life expectancy of Majiabang people is about 30 years. Majiabang site is slightly higher than the surrounding surface and is surrounded by water on 3 sides. Under the warm and rainy climate, the people of Majiabang in ancient times lived close to water. The excellent natural climate and geographic environment provided Majiabang people with favorable conditions for their production and life. At this time, Majiabang people used many kinds of cooking utensils made of pottery, such as pottery cauldron, pottery jar, and pottery dish. One of them is called pottery dough. It is a plate with high stem and spreading foot. It can be used to serve food for them. Let's look at it. The third part is called the prosperity of Majiabang culture. After years of exploration, archaeologists have discovered more than 100 sites of Majiabang culture, which are distributed in the whole basin around the Tai Lake. The discovery of these sites marked the vitality, influence, and radiation of a progressive and developed prehistoric culture. And it also laid a rich and unique material and spiritual cultural foundation for the region. The discovery of Majiabang culture opened the first page of Jiangxing history and unveiled the initial phase of a prehistorical society around the Tai Lake Basin. This discovery shows its prominence in history. The culture was also the foundation for the development of agricultural civilization in this region. Majiabang people are at the leading level in the production and living fields such as wooden buildings. Now we come to the last part. It is called continuation of Majiabang culture in Jiangxing. The development of Majiabang culture prosperity of Songze culture, and peak of Liangzhu culture. They all have deeply influenced the later Jiangnan culture. In terms of the protection, the site has been protected by the government and people in Jiangxi since it was discovered in 1959. The National Archaeological Site Park and Majiabang Culture Museum have been constructed to protect it. Their efforts to protect this culture are the samples of ancient site protection for the whole world. And at the same time, Jiangxi offices and people have always been making efforts to protect and promote this culture. For example, a book called Majiabang Culture was published in 2004. They also organized many activities. All these actions they have taken made many people know this culture better. Majiabang Culture Museum comprehensively reflects the distribution range, cultural characteristics, geographical environment, and the main influence of Majiabang culture. This culture is the most vigorous culture in the lower reaches of the Yangtze River. Majiabang culture, Songze culture, and Liangzhu culture are handed down in one continuous line. It is like a mysterious starry sky, which makes people imagine infinitely. It is also the source of Jiangnan culture and a historical treasure house with profound cultural accumulation. In this video, we have learned much about this culture, how we can protect and promote it in the future. Today's video is over. Thank you for your watching. Bye.